Will Emperor Hulkling be any good? That is the question, isn't it? For those of you guys that don't know, the week of August 27th through September 3rd, 2024, Emperor Hulkling is going to be the new cash card, as well as Cannonball and Nimrod. So if you don't have Cannonball already, that might be worth a key already. And I guess if you don't have Nimrod, maybe Nimrod is a lot more niche than Cannonball in my opinion. But anyway, moving on. So Emperor Hulkling has an interesting ability, which is at the start of the game, he becomes a random 6 card. He does 611. He doesn't change his stats. He gets the text from a random 6 card. He doesn't actually turn into that card. I just want to make that correction, as far as I know. Now, of course, let's take a look at the 6 cards, okay? We have Ardenzolo Blob, which, very good choices for him to get. Null, okay, fine, it's just icing on the cake. It actually makes Null playable even if you don't have if you're going up against a destroy deck and you're like, they might play their own null here, it could give you the edge because you're playing a null with 11 more power. Because remember, Hulkling actually just replaces like the text and stuff. He still had his same power and same cost. Leader, okay, more powerful leader, more powerful Dr. Doom. Galactus could be a fun little cheeky thing that could be fun in some situation. Hella, fine, whatever. You're playing a 6-11. Hella, fine. Spectrum, again, just upside version of each of these cards. Apocalypse could be interesting. I mean, if you're playing a discard deck already and you get a bonus Apocalypse that just starts more powerful, that's not bad at all. Same for Odin, Ultron, Heimdall, Living Tribunal, Elias. There are a few things here, quite a few things that either don't change or make it better. Okay? Now, with that said, there are a few like dead draws or even worse options. Like, let's say, for example, first of all, he will never ever become Death or Erisham because Death costs 8 and Erisham costs 7. He only can become 6 cards. I think he can become Agatha technically. Sometimes they take Agatha out of the pool on these things, on things that can be transformed. So I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure he can still become Agatha. If he becomes Infinite, that's just a dead draw. Agatha, like we said, isn't really good because he's a less powerful Agatha. He's a less powerful destroyer, but at least if he becomes a destroyer, you can just not play him. He's the worst Giganto. Yeah, I mean, him becoming Thanos. I'm not really sure how that interaction works, if I'm being honest. If I recall, you will not get the stun, so you'll just get Thanos. I'd say recall as if I know how that works. He does slightly better She-Hulk, slightly worse Magneto, but hey, a second Magneto can't really hurt unless you can only play 1 6 card. But if I'm being honest, if you're playing him in a deck already, I assume you'll have a way to cheat out 6 costs. So, yeah. And keep in mind, it says with the Emperor Hulkling, it says at the beginning of the game. So it's not like once you draw it, it will become a random 6 card. So in theory, something like Lockjaw could pull it from the deck. It adds the element of mystery. We are actually getting a lot more RNG related cards, if I'm being honest. I mean, okay, let's look at Erishim. Erishim is a big RNG related. And then we also, if we're talking RNG, we have Cersei for RNG. To a degree, Blink, but you know, Blink isn't really adds RNG. You can technically manipulate Blink to get that exact card. And then, everyone's favorite RNG, Loki. Loki, not necessarily RNG, but at the same time, eh. But see, the thing is about Loki and Erishim, they manipulate energy, whereas Hulkling does not manipulate energy, just gives you one of these 6 cost. Yeah. He technically a better, but Hulkling is technically better version of most of these. There's a few dead draws overall, that one potentially real bad one, but overall, not that bad. This, like I said, Infinite would just be a dead draw, because the thing about Infinite, you usually have no problem skipping a turn because you're playing a 20 power card. But skipping a turn for an 11 power card does not have the same impact. But I digress. Definitely let me know your thoughts. My thoughts I feel like I'm going for him, but mostly because I like that element of randomness, okay? I really do. I'm a big fan of the random. Okay, so that is just me personally. Also, can I just I was just thinking out loud. Okay, well, because there's a few possibilities. Like I said, there's the Galactus possibility, and then there's the fact that it's just random. It's not like something like Copycat, which, Copycat, of course, when you draw steal the text from the bottom card of your opponent deck, you're not stealing the text from anything. You're copying a text from a random 6 cost card. So you're essentially getting that quote unquote copy of that card. Now, I say quote unquote because, as we know, it's 6 cost, but you're just getting the text. Hulkling is keeping the original, attack or power. So, yeah, I guess technically Hulkling will be able to be put in any deck, in theory, just about any deck. But yeah, if you want to spice up your games a bit, I'd say go for it. Especially if you don't have Cannonball or Nimrod, right? So, yeah, if you don't have those two, then yeah, it's like literally almost no downside, other than the fact that you may lose a few keys. But that might be a big downside. I personally think I am awful going for him, but I know that's not for everyone. Definitely let me know your thoughts, comment section below. And with that said, I will catch you guys in the future. Later.